Recording.
Oh, it's recording.
Yes, I'll start. Okay. I'm not
I
recording.
share my screen. I need to share my screen.
Okay.
You have to let me share my screen.
Yeah. But please wait 5 minutes, okay?
We'll wait 5 minutes, but just let me put so I can put the
Okay.
where is it? Ooh, hold on. There we
All
go.
parents. Yeah.
Everybody's joining now. This is great.
No, wait a little bit. Okay. We can start.
We can start.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining me and us on this call. I know it's quite late in Istanbul, but I do appreciate you taking the time just to come and hear me introduce a very unique and a very important program for students nowadays. So I'm from a company called Investin, and we're a very unique company. In fact, we do something that nobody else does in the marketplace. Now, one thing I will say is during this talk, this presentation, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Unmute yourself and just ask. We can make it interactive. And if I'm talking too fast or you're not understanding me, please again mention that so we can make sure everyone's clear on the program. So Investin is based in the UK, and we were set up in 2012 by an investment banker and a lawyer. And the reason they set the company up is because they just got into their jobs. They'd built up a career of maybe 5 years. And then they realized when they had a dinner that nobody had ever prepared them for what this job is like. And they spoke about it for a few months. And then they realized that when they went to school, all the school would do is tell them what they had to study to go to university. Okay. And then when they got to university, all the university told them to do was what they had to study to leave university. At no point had they been prepared for their future career. At no point has anybody ever explained to them, what skills do you need to be really, really successful in your job? And they saw this gap that had kind of existed between school and industry. And so they started doing these weekend programs. And over the last 10 years, we've become the UK specialists in delivering these transformative experiences for students aged 12 to 18. And one of the reasons we're so unique is we have no teachers. We have no academic staff at all. Our programs are delivered by industry experts, basically people currently employed within the job, within the industry, so that they can explain to the students and share their knowledge about what it is really like. They don't have to listen to the mums and the dads and the amazing counselors about, oh, you should do this job, you should be a doctor, you should be a lawyer. The students need to be able to go and see this for themselves to make sure it's what they want to do. And so over the last 10 years, we've had around 65 Yes, sorry, you have a question?
Yes. Can I be enter some Turkish phrases? Okay.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah. Şimdi ben neden Richard'ı sunuyorum? Size açıklayayım. Şimdi hep yaz okulları var. Habire yaz okulları var. Ama ben bir anda UCAS'ta girebileceğim. We can enter the UCAS, yeah, Richard, your
Yeah.
facility. Okay. UCAS'ta gösterebileceğim, staj olarak gösterebileceğim. Zaten çoğu program UCL'in içerisinde. Yani gidiyorlar eğitime, yani aynı şeyleri görüp görüp geliyorlar. Burada ise hem bir mesleği görüp tanısın, hem de İngiltere'de stajınızı yapsın, hem de UCL gibi ve UCAS'a girebileceğiniz bir etkinlik olduğu için bu programı sevdim. Richard, I described why I liked your program. I said many times. So you may go
Thank
on.
you.
I will put some Turkish phrases, okay?
Brilliant. Brilliant. And so the reason we're growing very quickly internationally is because there's this lack of careers and employability guidance in schools. And I'd say this is very, very true for Turkey. I visited Turkey many times this year, visited many, many schools. And at every school, it's the same challenge for the students. There's no one talking to them about what jobs are like. And this has got to a point now where schools are actually telling students to come during the summer to come and join investing because they can see the value, they understand what it is that we deliver to make sure that when it comes to applying to university, their students have advantage over other students that are applying. Because as it says, university admissions are becoming more competitive. More students are going to going to university, but the places are not increasing at the same time. And also in the workplace, there's a skill shortage. We have loads and loads of graduates finishing university, but there's a big lack of skills, and employers globally are saying one of the biggest challenges or barriers to employment is the lack of work experience and skills of the new graduates. And the final thing is we're the kind of the different summer program that parents have been asking for. As children, as education evolves, the English language is getting better at a younger age, and so is academic ability. And so there's no need for a language summer school anymore. There's no need to go to an academic camp. What parents have been asking for is what else is there? What is there something that's different? And that's what we do. So the Invest In offer. We will take students on a 360-degree experience of a specific career. As I mentioned, instead of teachers, we use professionals employed in industry to deliver immersive simulations, activities, site visits, personalized career coaching, and the opportunity to network with these professionals who, in the future, could potentially be employers. Our programs are based in London at UCL, the University College of London, and students can choose between a 1 or 2 week program. And they really get into the depths of the industry whilst being able to experience firsthand what the careers are like. I don't know, do you need any translation before I move on?
Okay, I will slide translation. Tamamen programlar UCL'in yani hem UCL'de hem de çeşitli firmalarda yapılıyor. UCL Üniversitesi'nin içerisinde olması da çocukların böyle gezip orayı görüp tanıması, belki de motivasyon için de iyi. Zaten bu firma yani Richard'la da zaten direkt irtibatta oluyorsunuz. Bu programın da sorumlusu o. Yani tamamen size bir kariyer odaklı. Yani aslında ben üniversitelerin ya böyle akademik çantacılığı ben çok sevmiyorum, açık konuşayım. Biraz daha böyle üniversitelerin daha çok business'a, iş hayatına yönelik bakışını da gösteren bir program. UCL'de de en azından bunu görebilirsiniz. İş simülasyonları yapılıyor, gezmeler yapılıyor, iş yerleriyle konuşmalar ve endüstrideki experience'ı da görebiliyor çocuklar. Ve bunu da yapabiliyorsunuz. Ben Türkiye'de böyle ciddi iyi programları bulamıyorum ama bu hiç olmazsa sertifika edilmiş bir program. Türkiye için de inşallah yapabiliriz. Okay. It is a long translation because I put in my thought I'm feeling. Okay, I'm sorry for that.
Not a
I can
problem.
translate
I'm going to
it.
trust what you say
Yes,
is
I
good.
didn't say
That's
any bad
okay.
thing about your program. Okay, I like it. Okay.
So just to explain, we have around 3,000 students every summer. 50% of that are English-speaking students from England and from America. 93% of the students actually recommend investing to their friends, and we see it a lot. I've seen it a lot, especially in Turkey this year. And 86% of parents say that because their child came on the program, they feel more confident about their future careers. And the effect that has on their academic means that they are more motivated at school. They are more committed to being successful both at university, but also in their future job. And I think that's really, really important for a 15, 16, 17, even 18-year-old to be able to do now and improve their career confidence to make sure when you as parents invest in their future by going to university, they're choosing the right program that they want to study. They're not at the beginning of discovery and deciding, is this what I really want to do? They need to know that before they go to university. And one thing I would add is we did an alumni survey last year of all of our students, and we found that 80% of our students actually referenced investing
Yeah.
when they were doing their UCAS application,
Yes.
and they all got their first choice university. So I think that's a pretty powerful statistic as well. So these are the programs that we offer, ranging from architecture, art, dentistry, engineering, entrepreneurship, fashion, filmmaking, medicine, international development and politics, investment banking, law, psychology, computer science, veterinary skills, and forensic science. And just to remind you, with every program, 100% of the program is delivered by industry experts, people employed within those industries. So students will get a really good idea of those jobs.
Can I enter this?
Please, yeah.
Yes, çok yani özellikle buradaki mimarlık ve mühendisliklerdeki ve sanat okullarındaki staj programlarını tavsiye edebiliyorum. Çünkü bu mimarlık programlarında en azından portfolyoları hazırlıyorsunuz ama niye hazırladığınızı bilmiyorsunuz. Hiç olmazsa bunların üzerinde de bir konuşup çocuklarınız bunları geliştirebilir. Yani gerçek firmalarda. For the medicine, yani I'm talking with the architecture because of the some of the Turkish students created study for the portfolio, the application portfolio. It is the good chance to check their portfolio. Is the good for the university admissions because they are sending when they working with the British architect, they can also ask because the many British architects they are entering the university with this kind of portfolios. So and also this is also in UCL. So that you can get some informations. And the medicine also they need to in the interviews to knowing the British health system is the good thing. Because
absolutely.
sending the many students for the interview, they didn't know the NHS.
Yeah. So based on just quickly
Yani
on that, with the
tıbbı
two
da
you
bilmeleri
mentioned,
iyi olur oranın şeylerine. Ben o yüzden biraz bunu öneriyorum. Computer Science yani bilgisayar mühendisliğini, bilgisayar bölümünü sadece böyle teknik nerd olarak da görmesinler. İş yerlerinde de biraz İngiltere'deki iş yerlerinde görsünler. Olabilir. İşte yani bunları gerçekten görün. İngiltere hukuk sistemine gidip orada görüp tanıyabilir. Gerçekten hukuka gitmek istiyor mu? Onu anlayabilir. I'm now talking about the law department. I said that if I saying the wrong, you can correct me. They can see that the British law systems and application, and maybe they dislike that we can change their department like the PPE law. I'm saying like that, Richard.
Yeah. So I'm just going to skip to that point you just mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So our program is all about providing opportunities for students aged 12 to 18 that they cannot get anywhere else in the world. So on our Young Doctors program, you can see a picture here. The Young Doctors, the medical program, they go to a real hospital with real doctors to work with real patients. They will use the latest medical technology to diagnose patients, whether it's blood tests, whether it's x-rays, patient history. We then do a simulated ward round with robotic patients, with real patients and with actors. And this whole time, they'll be working alongside real doctors to simulate the emergency room. On our engineering program last year, we rented a Boeing 747 and we rented an airfield. This year, in our psychology program, we're taking over the Emirates Stadium. So Arsenal Football Club will be going there for a day, and their psychology students will be working with their sports psychologist to understand how psychology is used in sports. With investment banking, we rent a floor of the Shard and recreate the stock exchange with Goldman Sachs bankers, JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley. With art, we take over the Tate Modern for a day, and they again will be producing a portfolio, getting critiqued by artists. And then you also mentioned law, I believe, as well. So one day we take over the Supreme Court of London, and students will actually deliver a trial in front of a top leading judge in the UK law system. And there will be either prosecution or defense. And on either side, they have a team of lawyers, real lawyers, they will be working with to deliver this trial. The next day, they'll go to the headquarters of Amnesty International. With filmmaking, we take over one of the most popular, famous film studios called Mars Volume, where students will create their own film project alongside directors, actors, and post-production experts. Do you want to translate that bit, or was that okay?
Okay, yani aslında many of the people are know English very well. However,
okay. I will
add my feeling, okay, as Turkish.
You add what as long as it's good, you can add it.
Okay, because I see that. Özellikle buradaki banking, mimarlık, hukukta çalışacaklar için gerçekten real time çalışma üzerinden gidiliyor. Burada robotik üzerine de, tıp üzerine de işte en iyi yerlerde çalışıp buradaki izlenimlerini koyabilirsiniz. İsterseniz bunları UCL gibi, King's gibi üniversitelere de personal statement'larınızda da yani buradaki etkileşimlerle oradaki insanlarla da iyi bir bağ kurabilir misiniz? Onu da tam bilmiyorum ama onu da bir deneyebilirsiniz. Yani illaki bir program istiyorsanız bunun güzel bir avantajı olabilir. Çünkü yani ortak bir payda oranın kültürünü görüp orada yaşayabilecek, oraya gelmeye istekli olduğunuzu göstermek açısından iyi olabilir. Buradaki programların güzelliği bu. Okay, I add my opinions, okay?
Excellent.
And I said that they can use that their story which they get from the joining your programs in their personal statements.
Absolutely. I'll come on to that shortly. But just to highlight, so we use incredible venues, which students wouldn't be able to go to without investing. But it's the simulations that really allow students to understand what the jobs are like. Because I counsel, and I'm sure that there may be some parents or even students on this call who are guilty of telling students what they're going to be good at and encouraging them to go and study this or to really think about doing that. And the students are not able to experience and understand whether that's right for them. They have to take all this information from everybody else and make a decision based on that. But these simulations that we do allow students to see the job for themselves. Is this really what they want to do? For example, on a dentistry program, one of the simulations, we go to a surgery where they actually take molds of teeth and they do a lot of dental surgery techniques, not on real people. Our insurance won't cover it. But just as a dentistry student will practice, so do our students. With forensic science, we actually recreate crime scenes across London, and students will process the crime scenes with forensic experts, just as they would in any other crime scene. As I mentioned earlier, I mentioned about the Boeing 747 that we rent for a day. Well, we did that last year. And we had British Airways and Virgin Atlantic engineers taking the students around to explain what it is that they do. The next day, they were at the UK's largest collection of supercars with Rolls-Royce. Again, I mentioned the film studios, the hospital. With investment banking, they go up the Shard, they work with Goldman Sachs, but then we also take them to the London Academy of Trading, which is where new stockbrokers do their training as well. So the simulations are really, really important to their summer experience. And it is a very different experience for students in the summer. Now, the key thing, so we've got the program, the key thing as well, as I'm sure parents are always aware of, is the accommodation. In line with our quality and our standards, we use one of the best student accommodation blocks in London. This is part of the UCL campus and it's called Garden Halls. On our programs, students are guaranteed to have a single ensuite room, which means their own bedroom and their own bathroom. Garden Halls is more like a hotel than anything else. And if you choose the accommodation package, it includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It includes evening and weekend activities and full safeguarding and pastoral support to ensure the safety of all students. So if we were to talk about the benefits...
Richard, I must add to something, okay? Especially to staying to dormitory, okay? Can you go back one slide? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yes, accommodations. Burası benim için önemli. Yani İngiltere'de çocuk okutan biri olarak da yurtları görüp tanımanız, kalmanız çok önemli. Çünkü bazı aileler çocuğunu hiç tanımadan yani yurtları kafasında büyütüyor, şey ediyor veyahut da eve çıkmak istiyor ama yurtlar iyi gelebiliyor. Pek çok kişinin yurda kayıt yaptırıp çocukları hemen eve çıkmak istedikten yani o yurtta yapamayıp eve çıkmak istediği dönemi gördüm 1. sınıfta. Pek çok aile yaklaşık 24.000 poundluk yurt parasını yattı. Yani siz ara dönemde yurt paralarınızı şey yapamazsınız. Yani diyelim ki ben bir yurdu bütün bir sene boyunca tutuyorum. 24.000 pound veyahut da 18.000 pound veriyorsunuz. Yurttan bir ay sonra çıktığınız para iadesi alamazsınız. Yani yani biz almayı beceremedik şahsen. O yüzden yurtta kaldı. Ama o bir ay bana neyse. Yani pek çok aile için de sorun. Yani çocuklar İngiltere'ye gitmeden önce böyle bir yerde kalması, orayı görmesi, yurt ortamı nedir? Çünkü şu gördüğünüz oda, that room, bizim ülkemizdeki üniversite öğrencileri için şahane bir şey. Ama yani bizim yaş grubundakiler için, ama kendi çocuklarımız için yani hepinizin çocuğu için iyi mi değil mi? Onu görmesi lazım. Yemekhaneleri görmesi lazım. Bazen ev tutmanıza gerek kalmıyor. Bazen de çocuğunuzun burada yapamayacağınızı bildiğiniz için ona göre de ev ayarlaması yapıyorsunuz. Yurtları da tanıyorsunuz. Especially Gordon Hall residence is the good residence I'm describing, Richard. And
Yeah.
it will be good practice before the university education in the London, because many students, many parents are living the very difficulties choosing the dormitory or the home, rent a home like that. It will be good practice. Bu Garden Hall'da güzel bir yer ama yine de bazı öğrenciler beğenmedi. Bazıları ise çok beğendi. Kimi öğrenci yurt öğrencisi. Yurt dediğim de öyle yani Bizzat sana bir küçük bir ev veriyorlar yani. Öyle şey değil. Fakat daha korunaklı, daha düzgün. E, Keyifli de aslında. Yani öyle kimse sana şey yapmıyor ama garip kötü bir adamın girip çıkmasına izin vermiyorlar. Böyle bir sistemi var.
Okay.
O yüzden de bunu bir pratik olarak denemenizi de özellikle UCL ile birlikte bunu da denemenizi isterim. Çünkü yani gerçekten pek çok tanıdığım aile yurt parasını yatırdı veya kiraya çıktı ama ondan sonra tekrar yurdu gitti. Contract cancellation yani şeyde yok. İngiltere'de gerçekten çok zor. Onu denemenizi tavsiye ederim. Okay, Richard. I put to my personal experience about the
Excellent. And I'm
finding
sure
the
what I'm about to
dormitory
say,
and everything in the London because many people in from Turkey they lost many money, so much money.
okay, so that's what I'm about to
Yeah,
come on to. Okay. So the first things first is our programs will boost a university application. Okay.
yeah.
There's no denying it. We've seen it time year on year that students who do the investing program have a great level of success when applying to university. We are part of Duke's Education, which is the UK's fastest growing education group. And we've actually got the world's #1 A-level school within our group, which is Cardiff Sixth Form. Moving forward, any students joining Cardiff Sixth Form will have to come to invest in before they start their programs. And the reason being is, again, we see time after time, students that do these work experience programs are more motivated and they get better education outcomes. Okay. Also, there was a survey done of UK universities and their admissions officers, and they asked a few questions. And the first one was, "How long do you spend looking at a personal statement?" And sometimes the answer shocks people, but the answer is 2 minutes on average. An admissions officer will have 2 minutes to review a UCAS, a personal statement. And if you look towards the Russell Group universities, it's 90 seconds. And there's three key things they look for. The first is always going to be academics. Do they have the academics grades? The second one is actually work experience. What work experience do they have? How much have they taken the time, the opportunity to figure out what it is they want to study? And if the course they're choosing to study with us is the right course for them? How can they evidence that? How can they prove that they're going to be successful as a student at that university? Because universities are ranked and judged by how quickly they get their students graduated into jobs. And so they're becoming very selective to make sure that they are choosing the right students, students who are motivated, who can show initiative, who want to learn and are dedicated to be successful. In the UK as well, it's very rare that you get a program that is fully immersive in language. So students are going to be surrounded by English speakers. In addition to that, they're going to be surrounded by career-specific language, which I'm sure they rarely would have had the opportunity for. So if they're going to be doing investment banking, law, psychology, medicine, they will be using language that is only going to benefit them when they go to university. Also, as mentioned, this is a fantastic opportunity to experience what university life is like. Students will stay at university accommodation. They will attend masterclasses and seminars with the experts at UCL, use many of their buildings. We're their largest commercial provider. In addition to that, if a student is doing the Duke of Edinburgh Awards, they will benefit because we are a gold provider for the Duke of Edinburgh for accommodation. And as mentioned, we're also on the UCAS portal. So when it comes to doing a university application, students will be able to select invest in from a number of points under super curricular activities. And then probably one of another key thing that students will receive is the industry reference letter. This is a letter signed by the professionals explaining what it is that they've done. It will explain the dates they've been with us. It will explain the topics that they've covered. So this is a medical one. And you can see they've practiced performing clinical procedures, including CPR, suturing. They've met real patients. They've taken medical histories and also consultation notes. They've learned how to build an outstanding medical school application with coaching on the personal statement and how to be successful in the interviews. They've been to a hospital. They've shadowed doctors. They've learned how to do emergency medicine on robotic patients, but also real patients. They've learned how to take blood, how to practice on prosthetic arms, and they've attended networking sessions with real doctors and medical students. So again, they can understand, is this what they really want to do for the future? And this can be used to support their university application, but also any internship they wish to have after investing experience. And so that is kind of the end of what I wanted to say. And I'd like to maybe open up and answer any questions there may be. If there are any, if anyone's brave enough to ask.
Yeah. Ben size söyleyeyim, yani bu program he will make a discount first of all.
Of course, the £150 discount done.
Okay.
That's on the
A
program
little
fee.
bit.
And then also you'll see on the website the accommodation is
Okay.
priced for 2 weeks.
Okay.
We'll do a special
Yani
discount
o
version.
kadar şey bir program değil. Şimdi özellikle ben bunu I suggest this program for the Robert or Üsküdar America is whoever the highly motivated to go to United Kingdom and they want to go to U5 universities, LSE, Oxford, UCL, King's, because it is hard to find strong academic program in the London for that students because they have already finished AP Calculus or IB High Level Maths. It is very hard to find the upper level summer school for them. But it is and they're going to same courses. Yani aynı kurslara gidiyor arkadaşlar. Yani gönderiyoruz tamam ama özellikle seviyesi yüksek öğrenciler yani bir yaz okuluna gidiyor. Okulda gördüğü dersi bir daha görüyor. Bunun bir anlamı yok. Oxford'u geziyor, UCL'i geziyor. Buradaki size önerilen şey özellikle UCL, King's gibi üniversiteleri hedefleyen öğrenciler AP'lerini, IB'lerini yapıyorlarsa yani eften püften bir akademik yaz okuluna gideceğine böyle daha çok akademik içerikli olan staj ve iş dünyasında içerikli olan ve Londra'da tanıyabilecekleri yere gitmelerini öneriyorum. Özellikle hem accommodation, hem çalışma ortamı, hem üniversiteyi gezip görme, hepsini bir arada bulacağınız bir program diye bunu çıkardım. Sorular varsa da alalım. I said many bad things.
Many bad things.
Yeah, it is the nice program. I really support this program I'm advising to this program. Instead of going to same reading material, same thing for the academic, because they have many of my students have very high educated students. When I send them some of the summer program, academic program, they become bored because they have already know. They have already studied calculus, they have already studied economics, business, biology, chemistry, they make the many things. Their school are not bad, very good schools. So it is the different kind of prospect, and it is they cannot use many of the summer school in the UCAS. However, they can use that programs and they can use that experience in their personal statement. They can use reference letter, and most of the important thing they can make a little bit practice how their child live in the London, whether they choose the dormitory or rent the house. It is
I'd always recommend the dormitory. And just to add to that, your students are highly motivated, highly academic students, which is great.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you are looking to make the best application, and students will be told this when they join and they meet the professionals, having academic knowledge is half the story. Okay, because and this is the problem that many students face at the moment when they're graduating from university. Is everybody's going to university. Your students, with respect, aren't going to be the only students with great grades, right? And so they really need to differentiate themselves to make themselves stand out. And the way to do that is to do work experience, to do the extracurricular activities, and so that you're creating the whole package, as it were. And this is why our program. So just to explain how quickly we're growing. Before this season, I think we'd recruited 170 students from Turkey over 2 years. We're nearly finished, and this year we're nearly doing that in 1 year. Okay, there's been a serious amount of growth in Turkey because understanding that academics is good over here, but when you add work experience and extracurricular activities,
Yes, this is the real thing.
you are creating this incredible application that will allow you to be successful.
Right, and also I must add something. Writing with the fake scientific articles with some scientists or some universities teachers is not a solution.
No, it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's good to have
Now
that
we have the
during the year.
question. Did you
During the
suggest
year.
that for the first year student, high school? What is the age for your summer programs?
So we go from 12 to 18.
12?
12 years old to 18 years old.
18 years old.
We
Yes,
we have a program for 12 to 14-year-olds,
yeah,
and then 15 to 18. There's 2 separate programs. Okay.
Evet, then I will answer in Turkish our parents. Okay. Yes, ben bunu öneririm size de lise 1'de. Hiç olmazsa nerede olacağını görebilirsiniz. İngilizce ve sosyal gelişim açısından faydalı olur. Erken yaş dönemi diye olmuyor. İsterseniz Richard'la konuşabilirsiniz. Richard, we can send the people. Can you send again your mail addresses?
My email address?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Bear with me how I do this. There we go. Share.
Yani ben akademikleri güzel, hoş, iyi akademik eğitim programında yapabilirsiniz ama bu biraz daha farklı. En azından görüyor çocuğunuz. Yani en azından benim için şöyle bir şey olur. Tıbba gönderirsiniz. Çocuk der ki ben bunu yapmayacağım. O zaman ben tutarım AP biyoloji koymam, yani matematik koyarım, ekonomi koyarım. En kötü ihtimalle bu. Ama baktığınız çocuk çok sevdi. O zaman biyoloji ve tıbbından gidebiliriz. Özellikle tıp isteyenler için de ben bu programları, bu staj programları, İngiltere'deki staj programlarını öneriyorum. Çok böyle harika çocuk gönderiyoruz ama dediğim gibi Londra'nın, İngiltere'nin NHS sistemini bilmiyor çocuk yani. Mülakatta gidiyor. Biraz orada gitsin, görsün. Sağlık sistemi nasıl çalışıyor, hastaneler nasıl. Yani bunlar hakkında da bilgi edinebilir. Özellikle mimari bölümler için çok şiddetle tavsiye ediyorum. Yaptığınız portfolyolar gerçekten işe yarıyor mu, yaramıyor mu? Bunu da buradan görebilirsiniz. Okay, Richard. Now we're waiting to another questions. No questions. Okay, Richard, thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah,
And look, one thing I will say is, if you would like to maybe have a more a quieter conversation with us, then feel free to reach out and let me know. I'd be more than happy to speak with the team at Veritas, but also yourselves, and answer any questions you may have. Just to let you know, our first intake on the 8th of July is now fully sold out. And we're now starting to get quite busy for the 29th of July.
Ben burada size Richard'ı tanıtarak yapmak istedim yaz okulu programını. Çünkü Richard'a her zaman ulaşabiliyorsunuz. Sizi her zaman yanıtlıyor ve bu programın da başı. Yani pek çok kurum yaz okulunu satıyor ama yani Hiç sorumlu yok ortada, şey yok. En azından burada Richard üzerinden de gidebiliyorsunuz. Zaten çok sağlam ve güçlü bir firma. Telefon numarası, şeyi, her şeyi var. İstediğiniz zaman direkt arayıp sorabilirsiniz. Okay, Richard. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
Okay, thank you very much.
I will
Okay,
have a great evening.
okay, bye.
Bye.